Sorry, we won't delay you too long. I want to formally welcome you all here to the Girls' Bar as we formally launch Pat Gillooley's bid to become Leitrim County Councillor. So I want to thank you all for coming on to our launch here tonight. And as you know, it's a major challenge ahead and we're going to need everybody's support. And I also want to welcome Brendan Barry and Caroline. I'm not sure if she's around yet. They're Pat's running mates in the upcoming election, so I want to wish them all the very best in the upcoming election. It's going to be a major challenge for us to return 3 councillors in the Ballinamore area, but I'm sure when everyone rows in behind us, and it can be achieved. As we all know, Sinn Féin was never wanting when it comes to a challenge, so we have a challenge ahead, but I'm sure with everyone's help on board, it can be achieved. So I want to wish Pat, Brendan and Caroline the very best in the upcoming election in the Ballinamore area. I also want to welcome Senna Logan, who's flying the flag for Sinn Féin in the Carrick area in a bid to return the seat, and also Pádraig Fallon in the Manor Hamilton area. So the best of luck to both lads as well, and hopefully we'll have 5 in Leitrim County Council come the end of May. So the best of luck to all involved. I also want to welcome our TD, Martin Kenny, who's flying the flag for us bravely up there in Dublin. So thanks Martin for all the work you're doing, and I'm sure you'll be working behind the scenes to ensure that we get 5 councillors elected in Leitrim. I also want to thank Liam McGirl and his staff here for hosting this event here tonight. As always, this has been a great bar for Sinn Féin, so I want to thank Liam and all his staff for hosting the event here tonight. On this side of the thing, he's up in the front seat this time, so he's usually fighting from the background this time, but this is he's out in the front line, so I want to wish Pat all the best. I want to formally welcome our guest speaker tonight. He needs no introduction, Caoimhín O'Whelan, and Caoimhín will speak in a few moments. And I also want to welcome Brendan McKenna, although I'm not that sure whether we should welcome a dairyman into Leitrim and we'll forgive him this time. So, without further ado, we'll hand you over to Caoimhín, who will launch Pat's campaign.
Well, thanks, Terence, and thank you, all of you, for gathering here this evening in the Girls' Bar. I've been coming to this premises over many, many years, and this is Pat's first time as a candidate, and when he phoned me and asked me to do this, I was thinking of the little similes that are there. When I was first a candidate back in 1984, I came to this very house for my election agent. John Joe McGirl was my election agent 35 years ago in 1984 in a European parliamentary election when I stood along with the late Eddie Fullerton, Connyenity Atrokra agus Mary McGing from Mayo. It was an interesting election in lots of ways, the 3 of us together, and one of the small little achievements, I suppose, that we could think back on was that the Labour Party candidate was a relatively small man by the name of Michael D. Higgins. Now, he did go on to other things, but I'm happy to say, as the surviving 3rd of the 3 Sinn Féin candidates, we outpolled Michael D. Higgins in that election all those years ago. So that hasn't happened since, and there it is. But I have so many, many fond memories of coming to the McGirl household through the years. And it was a great honour and a privilege to have known John Joe and to have worked with him and to have worked so closely with him during that particular campaign and in the years that followed. But Pat's call to me wasn't only bringing back the memory of that particular election campaign. I also have had a long association with Pat and with the Gilhooley family through all of those years, the best part of 4 decades. And in that year of 1984, I gave the oration at Pat's father's funeral at the graveside, the late and great Mick Gilhooly. And when Pat contacted me, there was no other answer but yes, to be here tonight, to be a part of this. This isn't just a launch. This is a celebration of bringing forward one of our finest political activists in this county. And I think Pat Gilhooly, I suppose in a way, Pat, you've never been compared to a good bottle of wine, but at this point in time, if you haven't matured through all the years of activism and service, I will think that the sweetest success on the 24th of May in Leitrim, and the sitting four won't mind my saying it, but Pat Gilhooly's election will be one to raise a glass not only throughout Leitrim but all along the border counties and much further afield, and I'm looking forward to being a part of that celebration. Pat Association, Pat has made a huge impact with the farming community, and one that I know personally, not only in terms of the impact here in Leitrim, but Pat has been a member of national delegations to Leinster House over the years, part of the IFA's representation of the demands of rural farming life that come to Leinster House and the neighbouring hotels to lobby on at least a couple of occasions every year.
As Creevy said, we need all our support, and we have huge support here tonight. We even have a branch of Pat supporters from up from Kerry. We might have to organise supporter or postal votes for them, but we won't have to. I'll hand you over now to the man of the moment, Pat Gilhooly, our candidate for Uptown.
Arja, thanks very much, and ladies and gentlemen, you're all very, very welcome here. I don't know where to start because there's been a lot said, more than I expected, but look, it gives me great pleasure to stand here in front of you and to go on as a candidate here in this area, in the Ballamore area. So I know that there's more on the team, but we'll get to that later on. So I'm here, I have put myself forward to get elected. I'm looking for your support, and I want it all. And I want your votes, and I want you to help me every way and any way. That we return a strong team, as Queven has said, to Leitrim County Council. Because it's very important at this stage. Because as you know, rural Ireland is hanging by its fingertips. The small towns and villages needs massive investment. So does rural Ireland. Because the sad part is, between vulture funds and banks and everything, trees are replacing people, and they can come within 60 metres of your house. That's not the sort of a country we want. We want a Leitrim, a good strong county Leitrim, with the rest of Ireland going forward. That's the sort we want, and if your rural communities are going well, we know this, your towns and villages is going well. It's very important that the people in rural Ireland can get planning to build a house, the sons and daughters on their own farms. It's totally unacceptable that they won't be allowed to build. So there are some of the things that I hope, if I can get elected to Leitrim County Council, that I will be pushing forward for. It's also very important, that there's proper investment put into our small towns and villages. Because like with a good rural area, you'll have good towns and villages. But this last number of years, there's been hard pressure on the small towns and villages in this county and in every other county. The same, as I said, about rural Ireland. I want to be as short as possible, because you're here to enjoy yourselves and that the night. So, I suppose, there's important things. I'm standing as a candidate with my two colleagues, Brendan Barry in Drumshanbo and Caroline Mulvey in Clune. So, I'm looking at this end of it for your number one votes, and to continue your preference votes 2 and 3 in order of your choice for Caroline Mulvey and Brendan Barry. And going forward, and as Queven touched it, we have another election on that day, that's the election. That's an election for the European Parliament, and our outgoing MEP is Matt Carthy. So we'll be looking for your number ones for him as well. It's very important, I suppose. It's my first time to stand for election. I've stood for elections with firemen's IFA and different things. I want to pay tribute to some of them. I see some of my colleagues is here tonight, and let us start local. I see the former county chairman from Roscommon, John O'Byrne, is here, and his wife. Welcome. My old friend from County Sligo, from the Ox Mountains, Clunacool, Eddie David and Phil, you're all welcome. Noel Wolf, who I've served on with different committees in IFA from Abbeyfield and County Limerick. And last but by no means least, the one and only Flor McCarthy from Kenmare, County Kerry. So I look forward to going working with you in Candleton, as we've been said, in the next 7 to 8 weeks. I've been a Republican all my life. I'm looking to see Leitrim a better county so we all can live and prosper in it. I also want to see Irish unity, because I'm looking for Irish unity all my life and I'm good while around. So we want to see a united Ireland. That's what we want. We're looking for that, and that Leitrim is a better place to live, and that Ireland is a better place as well. So I don't want to hold you. I know you want to enjoy yourselves. So just once again, I thank you very much on my own behalf and on behalf of the party, and I ask for the number one votes to continue your preferences for Brendan Barry and Caroline Mulvey.